Hi, I'm Jim Manfrey, Sheriff of Flagler County. I invite you behind the scenes of your Flagler County Sheriff's Office to see what the brave men and women do on a daily basis to keep our community safe.
It's going to be E Echo, L Lima, S Sierra, H Hotel, A Alpha, H Hotel.
The Communications Center is the hub of any law enforcement agency. Through this hub come all communications between the public and the Flagler County Sheriff's Office and the public safety agencies we serve on a daily basis. The communications specialists who staff this center handle police, fire, and medical calls for service on 911 and non-emergency lines, and are truly the tip of the spear when it comes to providing services to our community. This state-of-the-art communications center handles on average more than 185,000 calls for service each year. The ability to respond appropriately to a wide range of emergency calls sets these communication specialists, supervisors, and manager apart and demonstrates their indispensability to the agency. When the public thinks of the Flagler County Sheriff's Office, the first image that comes to mind is usually the uniformed deputy and his or her distinctive green and white car with the gold star. These uniformed deputies are part of the Sheriff's Neighborhood Services Division, our largest division. These highly visible patrol cars are responsible for investigating reported offenses such as burglaries, the most prevalent felony, domestic violence complaints, traffic accidents, responding to reports of prowlers, alarms, suspicious persons or vehicles, and of course, enforcing the rules of the road. Sheriff's deputies are also responsible for executing civil and criminal warrants in process, such as court injunctions, and many other tasks. The Flagler County Sheriff's Office patrols a county covering some 571 square miles with a population of approximately 102,000. This figure does not account for the thousands who visit our beaches and county resources on a daily basis. The Flagler County Sheriff's Office provides enhanced contracted law enforcement services to the city of Palm Coast, the largest populated city in Flagler County. One major technological advance for the Sheriff's Office is the installation of mobile data units in the agency's patrol vehicles. These high-tech mobile computers allow for computer-aided dispatch so that the communications center can handle calls through the computer without using the traditional police radio. Deputies also use the mobile data terminals during routine traffic stops for instant reference checks on automobile license plates and driver's licenses, providing the deputy with instant, valuable information, greatly enhancing officer safety. The Flagler County Sheriff's Office also has a traffic unit responsible for all aspects of traffic law enforcement. They investigate traffic accidents, plan strategies for reducing traffic accidents on Flagler's many roads, and direct traffic during large congested events. The traffic unit also utilizes motorcycles as a key tool in their traffic enforcement efforts. These motorcycles and the officers that ride them are irreplaceable during special functions such as parades and funerals, as well as reaching accident scenes on the county's many bridges. And with Bike Week, Speed Week, Spring Break, and the many other popular events in our area, the motor unit has proven to be a valuable resource. With such a heavy workload, there's a demand and necessity for reliable transportation, and that's the job of the Fleet Operations Division. In recent years, the sheriff and the county have consolidated the cost of vehicle maintenance under one roof. This full-service auto garage maintains and services the department's large fleet of emergency response vehicles, including special purpose vehicles. It's a complete mechanical shop, specially designed to keep this large variety of vehicles in top operating condition, and regular maintenance performs an important function in keeping officers on the road 24 hours a day. The Sheriff's Investigative Services Division is divided into 3 primary investigative units with responsibility for major crimes, property crimes, and narcotics and specialized investigations. Persons crimes detectives are specially trained to investigate the harshest and most violent crimes which occur in Flagler County. These include, but are not limited to, all deaths, serious or aggravated batteries, assaults, sex crimes, robberies. Detectives assigned to the Property Crimes Unit investigate general crimes such as burglaries, thefts, fraud, and computer crimes. The Special Investigation Unit investigates all narcotics, organized crime, vice-related, and other investigations of a sensitive nature. When specially trained Neighborhood Services Division deputies cannot process a crime scene, or the scene is a major or complicated one, the Sheriff's Office has just implemented a state-of-the-art crime scene unit to respond to all sorts of crimes and disasters in order to document, collect, and process evidence and related items for the Sheriff's Office and other law enforcement and public safety agencies. This unit is available 24/7. The Flagler County Sheriff's Office utilizes the most up-to-date and sophisticated investigative methods available through the Florida Department of Law Enforcement's state-of-the-art forensics laboratories. Within the Crime Scene Investigations Unit is the Evidence Section. This section is charged with processing, preserving, and the disposition of all property and/or evidence gathered in the investigation of crimes and calls for service. The Victim Advocate is available to assist crime victims in dealing with what has happened to them and provides referrals to agencies that can assist with providing much-needed services. The Special Operations Unit of the Flagler County Sheriff's Office is comprised of deputies trained in specialized areas. These highly skilled employees are prepared to respond to unique situations with specialized tools at their disposal. These deputies and their highly trained K-9 partners answer both routine and emergency calls, performing numerous duties including drug and explosive searches, building searches, and tracking suspects wanted by law enforcement. Their assistance is invaluable in the difficult job of searching for and apprehending criminals, as well as missing persons. Another specialized unit of the Flagler County Sheriff's Office is the Mounted Posse, which consists of deputies, civilian volunteers, and their horses. This unit is used for special patrols, for civic functions, and in special circumstance missing persons and criminal searches. The Bike Unit provides patrol services with close contact with the public, providing a highly visible and accessible presence in high crime or problem areas. These bike patrols allow the deputies that ride them to become better acquainted with merchants and others on their beat. It allows them easy access to areas inaccessible to a patrol vehicle. These deputies are in great physical condition, and their presence add another visible deterrent to crime for the citizens of Flagler County. Marine operations and the Underwater Search and Recovery Unit are also part of the specialized group within the Sheriff's Office. These deputies afloat patrol lakes, the intercoastal waterways, as well as the Atlantic Ocean in Flagler County. They conduct boating safety inspections, enforce boating laws, and respond to routine and emergency calls on the water. The Marine Unit also assists the U.S. Coast Guard, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, and other public safety agencies, and plays an instrumental role in successful arrests and drug seizures, along with aiding any emergency environmental disruption that should arise on Flagler County's abundant shorelines. With the large lakes, canals, and marshes in Flagler County, not to mention the extensive shoreline to patrol along the Atlantic coast, there is often need for a dive team. The mission of the Sheriff's Underwater Search and Recovery Unit is to search for and recover evidence of crimes and victims of drowning due to swimming, boating, or other accidents, or even foul play. Another special operations unit involved with regulating proper use of the environment is the agricultural unit, which patrols ranches, groves, and other agricultural areas, all in an effort to help preserve and manage the delicate balance of natural and unnatural impacts on the environment. The Special Weapons and Tactics Team, or SWAT, is one of the most colorful and exciting units of the Flagler County Sheriff's Office. Their members come from throughout the regular units within the agency, as well as from our local police departments. The SWAT team also has paramedics from Flagler County and the city of Palm Coast to provide immediate medical attention. These dedicated and highly trained SWAT team members remain on call 24 hours a day so that they may be able to respond immediately whenever high-risk situations develop. The Crisis Negotiations Team is also part of Special Operations and is on call 24 hours a day to respond to a wide variety of critical hostage and barricaded situations. These highly trained communicators specialize in bringing dangerous, life-threatening situations to a peaceful resolution. The Emergency Response Team is a self-contained, quick reactionary force designed to handle fast-breaking emergency situations involving civil unrest and searches for missing and endangered individuals. The Flagler County Emergency Operations Center is managed by Flagler County and is a self-contained information center where public safety personnel, to include sheriff's personnel, can manage emergencies or disasters using uninterrupted real-time communication with other county and state government officials. In Florida, with the ocean and weather-related emergencies a yearly concern, as well as managing the efforts of raging wildfires, this operation has proven a tremendous comfort to the citizens of Flagler County. The School Resource Deputy Program is a wonderful community enrichment effort at the Flagler County Sheriff's Office. The unit acts as a special resource to prevent delinquency and handle school-related issues. They provide counseling to students and help young people understand the role law enforcement plays within an ordered society. The school resource deputies provide law enforcement to schools throughout Flagler County. This is a full-time unit that is dedicated to the safety of the students, the reduction of crime, and the necessary peaceful atmosphere required for a learning environment. The presence of these school resource deputies helps greatly in keeping young people in school and off the streets, and helps them become productive citizens. These part-time employees are specially trained school crossing guards to ensure the safety of school-aged children, citizens, and the motoring public in school zones throughout Flagler County. One of the youth outreach programs supported by the Flagler County Sheriff's Office as part of its community enhancement efforts is the Police Athletic League, or PAL. PAL provides the youth of Flagler County an outlet and regular activities in which to exert themselves in a positive way. From football to baseball to arts and creative activities, PAL gives kids a positive team-building experience while keeping them off the streets and involved in organized play. One of the most rewarding and heartwarming programs offered by the Flagler County Sheriff's Office for the youth of the county is the Explorers Post 410, a coeducational organization chartered under the Boy Scouts of America. Flagler Explorers Post 410 provides exciting opportunities and experiences for young people aged 14 to 21 who are in good standing in their school and are interested in a career as a professional law enforcement officer. These explorers undergo training in both law and law enforcement procedures from full-time deputies and other Flagler County law enforcement professionals. Their work throughout their exploring careers instills citizenship through public service. Many past explorers have found a full-time career in law enforcement. The Flagler County Sheriff's Office also has a thriving volunteer program with many serving in all areas of the agency. Volunteer members come from all walks of life and want to give something back to the community they call home. Collectively, they volunteer thousands of hours each year. Without a doubt, our volunteers make Flagler County a safer place in which to work and play. The Citizen Observer Patrol Program is staffed by resident volunteers that patrol the county in official sheriff's vehicles, giving the community an added measure of comfort and a feeling of security. Their presence is a valuable, visible deterrent to crime.
What's your 20?
Armed with a police radio and security training, they act as the eyes and ears of the department, keeping a watch on the community of which they're an active part. The COPS program also offers a vacation watch program, one designed to have COPs check on the homes of residents who may be out of town.
6237.
One of the most successful programs the COPS manage is the Secure Home Star of Approval program. This program is designed to provide homeowners with a written list of recommendations for modification or additions to their residence that will deter residential home burglaries. This free program will bring a professionally trained volunteer to your home to conduct a crime prevention checklist to survey just how secure your home is against burglars. If you'd be interested in participating in this free home inspection, please call the Sheriff's Palm Coast Precinct at 386-586-2621 to arrange your initial appointment. The Sheriff's Civil Division serves the civil courts of Flagler County, serving papers such as summons, subpoenas, and petitions for hearings, papers calling citizens to appear in court or to respond to the court in a civil action. The Civil Division is also called upon to serve and enforce court injunctions for protection, eviction notices, child custody and support matters, and other cases such as juvenile crimes and domestic violence falling under the jurisdiction of civil courts. The Flagler County Sheriff's Office provides security for the Kim C. Hammond Judicial Center and all of the employees and visitors of the courthouse. Deputies are responsible for the integrity of jurors, for coordinating the transportation of prisoners, escorting witnesses in and out of hearings and trials, and accompanying each judge in chambers and courtrooms, and for many other security duties in the courthouse. The Flagler County Sheriff's Office Detention Services Division is a 24/7 operation, providing for the care, custody, and control of people arrested and brought to the jail for processing, those who have been sentenced to county jail, and those who are awaiting trial. An average daily population over the past few years has been steady at 149 inmates in a 132-bed facility. At one time in July of 2014, the population was at 170. That's why in 2015, the Sheriff's Office began construction on a much-needed jail expansion, adding an additional 270 beds to accommodate current and future needs. Corrections Special Operations Team is a team of highly trained corrections deputies tasked with responding to incidents, cell extractions, or disturbances within the county jail involving uncooperative or violent inmates. They are also an inmate's first point of contact during intake, booking, and classification. Jail is a stressful and difficult environment to adjust and adapt to, which makes it important to have emotional support and counseling available at all times. And that's the job of the Sheriff's Office chaplain and his ministers, who play a key role in the rehabilitation efforts of Flagler County inmates. In recent years, the Detention Services Division's security has been improved and a number of work programs instituted, as well as programs where inmates are required to pay for services. These policies have helped to hold operating costs down, saving taxpayer dollars. The mission of the Honor Guard is to represent the high degree of honor, dignity, and professionalism of the Flagler County Sheriff's Office. The Honor Guard has been established to represent the Sheriff's Office at law enforcement funerals, parades, and other ceremonial occasions. Accreditation is a voluntary process which provides a systematic review and assessment of the agency and all of its policies and procedures. By obtaining and maintaining accreditation, the agency strengthens crime prevention and control capabilities and is able to formulate essential management procedures, as well as establishing fair and non-discriminatory personnel practices. The law enforcement chaplains are separate and distinctive from the chaplain and ministers at the county jail. Flagler County Sheriff's chaplains are ordained members of the clergy who donate their time and talents in partnership with the members of the Flagler County Sheriff's Office in service to our communities. Each of our chaplains has received specialized training and instruction in death notification, critical incident stress management, and pastoral crisis intervention. The Crisis Intervention Stress Management Team is one of the newest additions to the Flagler County Sheriff's Office, since sheriff's employees and volunteers are sometimes involved in traumatic or highly stressful events and may experience some form of post-incident stress-related symptoms. A team of specially trained deputies, civilians, and a licensed mental health worker provide immediate intervention through defusings, debriefings, one-on-one peer support, critical incident stress education, and mental health following up to employees and their families. The Community Outreach Unit is the public education arm of the Flagler County Sheriff's Office, concentrating on matters regarding personal safety and crime prevention. This unit manages all neighborhood crime watch programs in over 40 neighborhoods. They fulfill speaking engagements designed at bringing awareness to crimes and law enforcement topics in the community. The unit also hosts the Citizens Academy, a program developed to create partnership between the Flagler County Sheriff's Office and the community we serve. For more information on these and other programs aimed at making Flagler County a safe and productive community, be sure to contact your Flagler County Sheriff's Office. The Flagler County Sheriff's Office has contracted with Flagler County to provide enhanced information technology services. This team approach has improved services and has been a cost savings to the citizens of Flagler County. Flagler County Innovative Technology Department is one of the most important support areas with the responsibility to install and maintain both computer hardware and software, without which this vast organization would be unable to keep up with their workload. With all the different activities and services provided by the Flagler County Sheriff's Office, it is important to keep the flow of information open to the public. That's the job of the Media Relations Unit and its PIOs. These specially trained employees keep citizens informed on the activities within the department, coordinating public affairs, and dealing directly with the media on high-profile incidents. The Office of the Sheriff is the central hub of all activities in the Sheriff's Office. The Sheriff is elected every 4 years and is the Chief Law Enforcement Officer in the county. The Executive Assistant to the Sheriff coordinates all administrative activities for the Sheriff. The Chief Deputy is the second in command and is responsible for the daily operations of the Sheriff's Office. The Sheriff's Office has a part-time legal advisor who is available to handle a broad range of legal matters. All actions taken by members of the Flagler County Sheriff's Office create paperwork, reports, citations, arrests, and other records, communications with other agencies regarding Sheriff's Office action, communications with state and federal agencies, and all of these records are preserved by the Records section. This section also has the time-consuming responsibility of fulfilling all public records requests and disposing of files in accordance with Florida records laws. The Finance section oversees the budgetary and fiscal management of the Sheriff's Office. In addition to the general fund budget of more than $23 million, this section also encompasses all financial activities for the Flagler County Sheriff's Office. The purchasing and inventory manager plays a crucial role in the administering of policies regarding the procurement of goods and services for the operation of the Sheriff's Office. The Human Resources Division has a primary focus of delivering solid customer service to all employees while maintaining a qualified and diverse workforce. They're responsible for the maintenance of all employee personnel files to include medical records. Other responsibilities include full life cycle recruitment, wage and salary administration, labor and employee relations, benefit plans, and other related human resource programs and initiatives. All new employees are given an extensive orientation, with new deputies taking additional field training.
With one of your hands, open up the vehicle from the outside door handle.
The training continues throughout a deputy's career.
What does he know right now without any words? I got his back, and if I move...
The training unit provides training, in-service training, and in-house specialized schooling for Flagler County deputies, and even coordinates training sessions with outside agencies. As the primary crime investigative and law enforcement agency in Flagler County, the Sheriff's Office is a complex organization. It is a wide-ranging entity composed of many specialized parts, as you have just seen.
Now that you've been behind the scenes of the Flagler County Sheriff's Office, I'm sure you can see why I'm so very proud of the brave men and women of the Flagler County Sheriff's Office and what they do to keep our community safe on a daily basis. Remember, the Flagler County Sheriff's Office is here to serve you.
The Flagler County Sheriff's Office is working 24 hours a day for your safety and peace of mind, patrolling the county's roadways, investigating crimes, and pursuing the people who prey on others.